Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we'll just do a bit of a brief introduction into an app called EarDrum, which is a new app in the App Store. It's for drum practice and I've been using it for about 24 hours or so and it's absolutely fantastic. And I want to do a little video on how you create custom exercises in it. I know it's jumping ahead of an introduction video, etc., but I feel that there's going to be a big use case for a lot of people, so enjoy the video, people, and I will follow it up with others. Okay, so you can see on beat 4 there's quite a complex looking set of drum notes. I just want to show you how easy this is to add into the EarDrum app, which I've started using recently, available on the Apple App Store. Fantastic app. I've used it to enter all my drum lesson drum exercises that have been provided by my drum tutor. And I just thought I'd do a quick little video to show you how easy it is. So yeah, let's crack on. So I could duplicate a track that exists already and amend it, but I'm going to create one from scratch so that you understand how it works. So you can see from the previous screenshot, the beat in question is basically using the snare, hi-hat and bass drum, or kick drum if you prefer. But it handles all of the drums, including ghost notes, accents, etc., etc. So, but for this one, we're just going to stick with the beat 4, which I showed you around the bass drum exercises that I was given by my drum tutor. So, on the home screen, which is this one here, you would just click on the practice pad icon, which brings you to the exercises, and as you can see there's a whole bunch of exercises, most of which I've entered myself. And if you look, it's quite good. It shows you which drums are in those exercises. So you can see, for example, ghost note 8 includes a snare with an accent, a ghost snare, a kick and a hi-hat. It's one bar and it's repeated. Again, we could show you that bit in a moment. But for this one, we're going to create from scratch. We're not going to duplicate, which is an option available on that menu there, duplicate. So let's get going. So I'm going to create a new time in practice. So this is one that doesn't play a piece of music, or I'll say the notes without any notation or help on the screen, and then you play back here is the create ear training option. But I'm going to create a practice one where you can see the notes and you play along in time with it. So we've done that. So there we are. So I'm going to change the name of this to bass drum push, and I like that it capitalizes the first letter of each word. Saves me having to press the shift key, which is quite good. Bass push, beat 4. Okay. Now this particular one is in 4/4, but you have the options to change that if you wish. Just going to do the one bar because it's going to be repeated over and over again. It can do 16 bars currently as a practice session. Sorry, as a practice. But I only need the one bar and it'll be repeated. So, bar 1. We've got a kick and we've got a hi-hat in bar 1. So, it's very simple. Click on kick and we want 4 beats in this bar. Sorry. And we want the hi-hat as well. So we click on the hi-hat and 4 beats again. So we can see clearly there, the dark blue for kick and the hi-hat is the slightly lighter blue. So on the first beat of the bar, we want hi-hat and we want the bass drum. So there we have it. We then want on the, so we've got hi-hat on the 1, we want it on the 1 E and so E and So there we are, we've copied that and created that first bar. If you compare it to the image, we also want to do the second bar now, so we will move on to the second bar, or second beat, sorry, using the wrong terminology. And this one, slightly different. We're having snare, so normal snare, 4 beats, kick drum, hi-hat, 4 again, and the beats are snare, hi-hat, hi-hat, hi-hat. So 2 E and onto beat 3. This one starts with hi-hat and bass. So we want to add hi-hat, we want to add kick, and it's 3 E and on the we want the bass and the hi-hat again. And then on the last bar beat, we've got 4 E and it happens to be the same as the second beat. So let's go back to the second beat, and we can use this useful feature, copy, go to the last beat of the bar, paste it, and there we've got our last beat of the bar without having to type it. So if we save that, okay, so bass drum beat 4, let's practice it. Just set a timer for 30 seconds. You can change the tempo here. You can set it to change the tempo progressively. Let's hit start session. And there is my notation for my drum beat, which you can see matches beat 4. Let's press play. And then normally you would be playing along with your EarDrum kit, or you could tap on the table. It depends what you set the input up to on the program. So you can see how easy that was. You can also change the view to be more like a digital audio workstation view. Again, okay, and then at the end of the session, it'll give you a score. Obviously, I didn't do anything on that one because that drum kit plugged in. So that's how easy it is. Now, let's say we want to take beat 4 and alter it slightly for another session for beat 5. If we hit duplicate this time, it duplicates it, and we've got beat 5 by changing the name. And let's just say we've got an extra kick drum on the first beat and a kick drum, an extra snare at the end. And again, you can also select whether it's the right or left snare, right or left stick you use. Prompt it to use the right or left stick, but I'm going to turn it off for this because I don't really mind. Okay, save that, and then you can see on there. I'll go back to the note view, which I prefer. You can see now it's changed the notation with the 2 changes we've made on beat 1 and beat 4. So you can see how easy it is to create these exercises. Now, I've made a bit of a meal of it because I've been talking and trying to do it at the same time whilst recording in one take. So apologies for all the waffle. But I think this is a fantastic tool, and using it to put your drum lesson sort of exercises into so that you can practice, keep it in time. It also keeps a record of when you practice and the stats for the session. It's an absolutely fantastic product. More features are coming to it, so it can only get better. But for the moment, I'm loving it. I'm enjoying putting all of my drum lesson exercises into it. It's something I've been looking for a long time, to A, have them all in one place, B, be able to practice them on the iPad/phone, and C, even better, get feedback to make sure that I'm doing it in time. And when I'm not doing it in time, I can see it visually on the screen that I'm out, and it gives you a score at the end of it. I mean, it's a mixture of a lot of different other things out there, brought together into one app. The developer is a very friendly chap. I've certainly provided him with many suggestions for some feature changes and some new bits and pieces, and he is more than amicable to hear people's suggestions. There's a roadmap that you can add to add suggestions, etc., etc. So fantastic. Say the link for the app is in the YouTube wording. Thoroughly recommend it.